GPS मध्ये पण घ्यायचे. त्याच्यातून काम आहे GPS मध्ये.
Okay, so this is sort of 50-50. Okay, let's go ahead. All right. Now, as per statistics, like all of you chose cell phones, right? As per statistics, 45 hours of the week, you people are just watching the screen. So screen time is almost 45 hours per week. That is almost 6.5 hours every day. So जितना दिन आप जगे हो, जितने hours आप जगे हो, उसमें से आधे घंटे आप phone पे ही देते हो. But that's a fact. Let's move ahead. Now, what are the consequences when you are all of us are exposed to so much amount of screen? What happens is, next one. Next. Yes. Stress, incomplete sleep, obesity, skin issues, hair fall, heart attacks in youth, and diabetes in late 20s. Now, there is this assistant of mine. She is a Gen Z person, and she used to be like, I used to tell her any work or task. She used to be all confused and very worried. And if she doesn't do it in time, she used to have some kind of pressure and stress. She used to have her exams. After her exams, she used to work in my clinic, and she used to always be in that kind of stress. And when she used to be on her desk, she used to be like this, writing the notes. I used to be like, okay, are you alright? Kya ho gaya? How was your day? And when I used to talk to her, she used to share everything about the day. I woke up at this time, aaj college mein ye ho gaya, and all of that, So, while talking, she told me one thing that at the house or at her place, she is not getting that kind of space to talk about what happened throughout the day. Most of the time when she's at the house, she's either in the phone or on the OTT, or only when she's in college, she's able to talk. Otherwise, she doesn't talk much. So, the kind of stress that she was talking about is on a very small scale as well. मतलब वाइवा का stress, assignment का stress. She was into hospitality industry, तो उनको ना hotels में visit बोलते थे, like a field work. वहाँ पे जाने का stress. So this stress, when I was in school or college, I never used the word stress. But all of you know anxiety क्या है, stress क्या है, सब ये कितना often use करते हैं. Just like it's like a lingo today, like I am anxious or I am depressed. So हम जितना casually बोलते हैं, it is actually not that casual, and we all should start working on it. Next, incomplete sleep. No, not the slide. Incomplete sleep. How many of you slept for 8 hours last night? 8. Okay, how many of you slept for 5 hours at least? At least for 3 hours. So, actually speaking, 7 to 8 hours of sleep is required. Okay, but Gen Z, or I will say those who are now having all their work on phone and screen exposure, 8 घंटा नहीं हो पाता है. Hardly 5 or 6 hours of sleep ही हो जाता है. And then you feel drowsy in between. You feel as if the sleep is not completed. When you wake up in the morning, you feel like नहीं यार, और आधा घंटा, और 1 घंटा. Please, that alarm, please put it off. It happens. I can completely understand. And there is this feeling that your sleep is not completed. Number 3, obesity. Gen Z is the generation that is most acceptable of all the body types, and I feel you all deserve a big round of applause for that. The kind of survey that I was doing after talking to students, all of you are acceptable of everything, and that attitude, that kind of sensitivity is really good, and I think you should carry it ahead into the industry and as a youth. But there are few people, those who are genuinely having health issues. Now, what is this obesity? If you're overweight, if you're thin, and if nothing is affecting your regular activities, it's fine, it's your body type. Okay, you don't have to be concerned. But if something is concerning towards your health, matlab, if your periods are not getting regular, if you're not able to, if you're panting while climbing stairs, if there is some kind of health issue which is associated either with too much of weight loss or too much of weight gain, that is concerning, and you just have to bring it slightly down. So about that obesity I'm talking. Next, acne. Majority Gen Z is very concerned about how they look as well. I'm sure, how many of you spend a lot of time in front of the mirror before leaving college? It can be guys, girls, both. And you need not raise your hand, you can just smile and I'll know. Okay, so acne is again one of the issues. Now, if you ask, everybody has acne in puberty, right? But today, Gen Z has become more concerned about it. Let me tell you, when I was in school or college, 90s kids never even bothered. Literally, there were so many people used to have so many acne and pimples. They used to be like, हाँ चला जाता है बाद में बड़े होने के बाद. This was how the bites it is. But I also run a skin and cosmetology clinic, and when I see young, crowd of around 17, 18 years of age, and their parents concerned, मेरे बच्चे को क्या हो गया? They're having that acne, pimple, and creating so much of this thing, and then they going for some creams and lasers and stuff like that. Then I think the previous part which I spoke about acceptance. Accept your age, you're going to change, right? So that is very important. But acne is one of the issues which statistics say that Gen Z is facing. Next, hair fall. Now all of us are so active on social media and we all want to look all flawless and all the hair and stuff like that. So actually speaking, all of us, how many of you Google कितने बाल गिरे तो hair fall है? So again, I'll consider all those who smile do that. Googling for hair care products and stuff like that. And then how much hair is actually a hair fall and what is alopecia? So let me tell you, more than 100 strands if they are falling in every comb, that is kind of hair fall which I'm talking about. And they say that your generation or Gen Z is having hair fall. Next, heart attacks in youth. Now this is actually concerning on a serious note. Previously, or if you speak about your grandparents' age or my grandparents' age, hardly anybody died of a heart attack in 30s or late 20s. But today that is the scenario that in 30s people are getting heart attacks. It's concerning for our people as well. And lastly, diabetes in late 20s. And all of us, when we were in college, we used to be scared to use these terms. My father is having diabetes, used to be like, oh my god. And today everyone uses PCOD and diabetes just like that, So that is concerning and we should start working on it. Next slide please. Now let's take this one by one. I hope I'm not boring. Clap your hands. Now, first talking about stress. Gen Z has been diagnosed with a lot of mental health conditions. So they are the ones who are very prone to anxiety, feeling very emotional. They are very sensitive to people's opinion, to criticism, to a lot of you do not have a thick skin. You get sensitive about small issues. Next slide, please. So let me tell you, and this is a small incident actually. A 16-year-old girl, she's from Mumbai itself. She came to me for a skin treatment. There is this big eczema that she has got in her scalp and it itches. For that treatment she came. And I took her entire case history, and while speaking, during the Viva, she was actually offended. She couldn't do up to the mark. And she couldn't tell it at home because her parents are from education field, both of them are teachers itself. So she felt very bad. Although her parents were very supportive of her, but she felt kind of humiliated that she didn't reach her standards, And after that, she started falling sick and that eczema and everything arrived. So let me tell you, skin is the canvas of your mind. Anything that goes on in your mind is going to be drawn on your skin. After she vented out, she really cried in front of me. We gave her medicines and that got alright within 15 days. Whereas before she came to me, 3 months se chalu hi tha, and nobody addressed the real cause. So small things that you people are sensitive to, you should make sure you vent out, you just get over it and not keep it blocked inside of you. So today, like all of you said, you want to meet in person. आप online से bore हो गया. अगर यही webinar online होता था, आधे लोग video off करके कुछ और करते रहते थे. I'm sure. So, be it WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, you are just doing it to communicate or just for socializing. But जो अंदर आपके दिमाग में मन में चल रहा है, that is something else, and you need to vent that out. You need to meet in person, talk, share. There can be difference of perspectives. आप में आपके parents के बीच में. Make sure you sit them down and talk about what your perspective is about a particular thing. Try and normalize things that talking, venting out is normal, and you don't have to keep everything in your heart. You can be friends with your family. You can be friends with anybody. Make sure you vent out. Next one, please. Yeah. That reel जो नया चल रहा है, वो वाला. So wants to be alone and also feels lonely. This is the current situation. All the Gen Z, I want my privacy. I want to be all alone. Please don't want to click my videos, I want to do my this and that. And after half an hour of clicking 100 selfies and doing whatever you want to, you also feel lonely. I don't have anybody in my life to share and talk. And then feeling all sad and depressed about it. And then when your mom comes, like, nahi, aap jao. So that is the vicious cycle which you need to break. Wants to be alone and again feeling lonely. There has to be a solution to this. That is, you need to talk about what is the problem actually. आपको क्या लग रहा है? Lonely लग रहा है, depressed लग रहा है, sad लग रहा है, whatever it is. Next one, breakup हो गया, कुछ और issue है, बात करो उसके बारे में. Next we spoke about sleep, and 59% of Indian population sleeps after 11 p.m. And this is like become a normal situation. 11 बजे 12 बजे ठीक है, अभी तो हमारा डिनर हो गया 11 बजे. How many of you have your dinner at 11? And our parents and all of them say we used to have our dinner at 7:38 and we used to be in bed by 10. And they're like, ये कहाँ पे हम बिठाएंगे अपने sleep cycle? Next slide please. So भले आप 7 बजे सो 11 बजे सो जाओ, 12 बजे सो जाओ, you have to sleep for minimum 7 hours. And this is also part of your skincare routine. Sleeping for 7 hours is very important. अगर कोई आ जाए डिस्टर्ब करने, बोलो मेरा 7 घंटे का नींद नहीं हुआ है. See, he is already about to sleep. Next, let me tell you, all of us we come from nature, right? So there are natural instincts. For example, अगर light है, अगर sounds आ रहे हैं, तो we become alert. This is the normal physiology. तो अगर आप देखोगे कि if the screen exposure is going on, screen का light है, video sounds चल रहा है, आपको नींद नहीं आने वाली. Your brain is going to remain active. That is the reason one tip is there. Before you plan your sleep, 1 घंटे पहले stop using your cell phone. Good night 1 घंटे पहले ही बोल दो और फिर सो जाओ. Okay, next slide please. Speaking about obesity, how many of you go to gym for working out? How many of you have buddies in the gym for going out? या अकेले वर्कआउट करते हैं? अकेले नहीं, मेरे को बडीज के साथ कौन चाहता है वर्कआउट के लिए? ओके. नाउ as you all said, you people like to socialize, you want people around you, right? So even if fitness is considered, start doing activities in group. Cycling जाना है, group में जाओ. Trekking करना है, you'll explore together. Third thing, gym जाना है, body workouts करो, go together for gymming as well. Swimming जाना है. So any activities that you want to do for physical fitness, have a group, at least 2-3 people where you're having fun and enjoying. I see many of them break up हो गया है, headset लगा के अपना solo workout कर रहे हैं. That happens, and that will make you feel more lonely. You will cut out the social circle. Don't do that. So rather than doing alone any solo activity, those who are feeling insecure about the body, घर में अकेले workout कर रहे हैं, उससे आपका confidence नहीं बढ़ने वाला है. Wear your track pant, go to gym and start working out, mix with people. Break that bond of consciousness. Go ahead. Lastly, hair and skin routine, very important. All of you know this. I'm just repeating it. Avoid consumption of alcohol, smoking, junk food, processed food, sugary rich food. और जितना हो सके, अभी ये तो आप कहोगे कि हम हॉस्टल में रहते हैं, हम यहाँ से ट्रैवल करके घर जाते हैं. I know there are going to be odds, but जितना हो सके, have this raw salad, nuts, seeds. घर से निकल रहे हो, have some 5 or 6 almonds. Have just a fist of, instead of peanut butter, go for peanuts. Have eggs, chicken, fish, milk, curd. तो ये सब कहाँ पे मिलता है? आपके घर के फ्रिज में मिलता है. I know, pandemic में घर की पानी पूरी खाई, घर में सब बनाया, बोर हो गए घर का खा के. But that is where your health lies. That is the खजाना of your health. So stick to that. Let's go ahead. So we understood ये सारे issues तो है, वो हर किसी को तो होने वाले हैं. But you are right now in the age group which is more influential, and right now you can build yourself, you can build your health. So what's next? Who are your superheroes of Gen Z? All the problems, like I said, mind is the canvas of your skin, and whatever you think is going to be put. Anxiety है, acne बढ़ रहे, exam है, lose motions हो रहे. That happens. So many students say that to me. या constipation है, भूख ही नहीं लग रही है, नींद ही नहीं आ रही है. So all that is starting here. And who are your superheroes is, it is the homeopaths. Now why homeopaths? are your superheroes. You know, we listen to you, we comfort you, and we cure you. Like I said, if you, when I just saw statistics today, people want to go to somebody who can just listen out to them. उनको नहीं चाहिए कि advices ये करो वो करो. Already you have googled enough about क्या do's and don'ts. But you want someone to just listen to you. आपके battles आपको ही लड़ने हैं. मैं आके कोई आपको अलग कुछ advice नहीं. I cannot stand in your shoes and know what is the best situation. But your health consultant has to be someone who can at least listen to you, who can help you heal and understand कि ये problem है, ये problem नहीं है. Your focus should be shifted to what is the real problem. Next slide, please. So, homeopathy is the second largest pathy globally, and like I'm on a mission of helping people mentally and physically. That's how I have been helping. This is just to create an awareness about homeopathy, and this is for the first time that such a step is taken by any homeopath in India or in the world. You know what is this number? This is a super hotline number for all of you. You can actually save this number. Anytime you feel that you need to talk to someone, you're having any concerns, anxiety, any health related concern that you are having, you can just save this number. 10 in the morning to 7 in the evening, you can WhatsApp or give a call on this number. And me and my team of homeopaths will be there to address this. And this is something which has to be done for your generation, because when I talk to students, they say that we don't know with whom to share this problem. There is a fear of judgment, there is a lot of fear, and trust me, homeopaths are just open to listening to everything. We just want the best for you, and for that reason, this helpline number has been created for you. So this was a short yet simple yet I don't know if you liked it or not, but it was for you, and I think the takeaways for today are very essential. Please take care of your mental health first. Don't be too sensitive to everything, and if there is any concern, any problem that you have, you can always message or call on the number. And I'm sure all of you are already my friends on Instagram, but just again a short follow link. You can always go, and you can DM us also. Most of the times the DMs are not checked, but the hotline number, we are always available. Thank you so much, everybody. Please take care of your health. Jai Hind.
Jai Hind.
Are there any questions that you want to ask from your end? Or you will call on the hotline number? That will also do. Yes? Who are homeopaths? Very nice question. So, how many of you know MBBS doctors? मालूम है? आयुर्वेदिक डॉक्टर्स मालूम है? Yeah. वैसे ही होम्योपैथी एक ब्रांच है मेडिकल साइंस का, where we consider mind and body both. How many of you know साबुदाना की गोली जो आती है? आर्सेनिक एल्बम कितने लोगों को मालूम है? जो आपको कोविड में दिया गया था, आर्सेनिक एल्बम. So those are the homeopaths. Yes. So we give those sweet pills, we do a counseling, consultation, and we can help you with any problem. Hair, skin, liver issue, gut issue, fever, anything, any problem under the sun of health concern, we can help you. So it is BHMS, Bachelor of Homeopathy and Medical Science, and it is the same as the course and everything is same as MBBS doctor. Just the line of treatment is homeopathy and not an allopathy. Yeah. Any other question? I think that's about it.
Yes.
Yes.
How to be homeopath? How to be homeopath?
How to be a homeopath? So after 12th standard, if you are able to give a neat entrance, it's a medical field, right? Then you can go for BHMS and opt for homeopathy as your career. Any other question? That's about it.
Yes.
Okay. Chalo. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for this informative session. It was really helpful for all of us. I, Komal Thakulla, the NSS volunteer on the behalf of NSS unit of Bunts Shetty College of Science, Commerce and Management Studies, Powai, extend my heartfelt gratitude and thank you our resource person of the day, Dr. Sharayu, Rajwade, Kshirsagar ma'am, and Mr. Kunal sir, for who spared their time to enlighten this session. I am glad that all of us got the chance to be a part of this informative session. Thank you.
NSS class.